guys, so welcome back. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and follow us on our journey. So today we're gonna be talking about relationship advice. Basically saying how we stayed so long together. We're going on 3 years. No, we're going on 4 years. We've been together 3 years.
We made 4 years next September.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about mainly what held us on together for so long, which is for me one of the important stuff in a relationship. But yeah, you wanna start? I'll tell them everything that's coming this month.
So we have a lot of things in store for you guys this month, especially this week. We're filming our Christmas intro. So we finally found our videographer. He's a good friend of my cousin. You guys will see him in the video that we make the intro. Really excited because we have a lot of ideas, like plans for this month and things that we're gonna be doing.
It's gonna be non-stop content, non-stop. So today we're gonna talk about,
we're just gonna tell you guys our perspective on how to keep a healthy relationship. This may not work for everybody, keep that in mind. So this is what we've done as a couple to stay together for 3+ years.
Yeah, like our relationship was never perfect, and I'm not saying because if there's
it's not perfect now either, but it's still
if there's a relationship out there that's perfect, then they're faking it all the way. Because there's never ever like perfectionists. So we just want to give you some tips and advice how we've stayed so strong. And I'm gonna start off by mine, what I did to make sure that we did not fall apart, because there was a time that we were arguing back and forth, and I couldn't handle it no more. It was just like,
it was really toxic. It wasn't toxic, it was just like a point where like we were both arguing with each other a lot. We recently did something that helped our relationship a lot, which is mainly the reason why we did this video or thought of this video.
Yeah, so I got a list and I wrote down every single flaw that I thought was a flaw about Brittany, which it was just something that bothered me. It wasn't a flaw, it was just something that bothered me that she would do, or something would happen. It would be anything, any little stuff that would bother me, I would write it down. So it was like a long list, and I told her to do the same thing. So we both did it, and then we both sat down. And what we did was we read out loud to each other what we wrote. So let's say I'll go first, and then she'll go second. And then we'll understand it both, we'll read it back to each other.
We'll like talk about it and like tell each other, oh, like I don't like this, or like I will give each other examples. Like we'll tell you, like this is when you did this, or when I did this, or and how the situation was that we really didn't like it, or if it's something that repeats a lot, then we'll just mention it to each other. So he started off by telling me something that he didn't like that I would do. Not necessarily a flaw, but like something that wasn't helping us personally achieve our own goals or our own dreams, and things that we were focusing on that weren't important.
Like energy leaving for no reason, you get me? Like putting energy into the wrong things instead of like focusing on your goals and like stuff that we have to accomplish day to day. We would like let go of all that energy into arguments, into fights for no reason. What we did was we said it out loud to each other, and we said, okay, so the best thing to do is this, and this. So that way we don't have to get mad, and we respect each other from there on. So I heard a saying, a good friend of mine told me this too. He said, so it's not me and her against each other. It's me and her
against the problem.
It's me and her against the problem. So there's the problem right here, and it's just me and her trying to solve this problem. It's just not me and her against nothing. You got me? We're a team. You
and your significant other are not against each other. Like if you guys are going through any situation or any problem, it's something that you guys just have to talk to each other and communicate. Communication is super important for every single relationship out there. Just not even like about telling each other 24/7 what you're doing, but just communicate. Hey, I'm gonna do this, or whatever. Just point blank, like just communicate. And respect is very important. Sometimes when you're like in a really tense argument, you tend to say things that you don't mean. The thing with that is that people tend to say what they mean or what they feel when they're upset, and I don't think that's true, because we've all said things that we don't mean when we're mad at each other. But it's just a matter of talking about it after and just saying, hey, I didn't mean that, or I'm sorry that I said that. Something that, we started doing this thing that we would say a word that would stop each other from like arguing, Because it's gotten to a point where you just get like tired of arguing and like it's just not worth it anymore.
Got it from Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Pineapples. I don't want to do.
So we literally just told each other pineapple, and it's pretty funny when you're upset, so you just start laughing and then you just stop arguing.
Like I said, there was a point in time where we'd argue so much. Out of nowhere, I just hit her with the pineapple. Pineapple! You got me, like, that's it. No more, that's it. No more arguing, that's it. Nothing, you. That's it. So another thing I have to say, like, it's one of the biggest things is time, and we should give each other time a lot, because we see each other too much or a lot, and it's like abnormal, so you're not used to it. So what happens is you should give each other some space, and that's what we do. We respect our time. So when I'm working on my business, or I'm reading, or I'm studying or researching, or whatever I'm doing, she knows that this time is like, for me, is what I gotta do. So you shouldn't intervene or get into that space, like call them all the time or text message, oh, what are you doing, ask them what are you doing all the time. You get me, like, you know,
basically just give each other space and have your own time to yourself and to your friends. We're not always together. We always try to spend some time with our friends. We have friends as a group, and then he has his boys and I have my girls. Another thing that I see that's really important is not arguing in front of other people, which we have done. I'm not gonna lie. We argue in front of people, and that's really, it looks bad. It just doesn't look right. You should wait till you're in private. We started, or we tried the most that we can to just talk to each other in private and say, hey, I didn't like that you did that. Or hey,
wait till you get home, or like the next day. You get me? Don't. It should.
Like, I understand if something was done wrong, maybe you want to call the person out, or you want to call them out on the spot. But just sometimes you need to like relax, breathe, and you're in public, so just try to keep your cool and then just mention it later. If people see you doing that all the time, or you're arguing in public all the time, people are gonna think that you're always arguing or that you're always in a fight. So basically, I
read in a book one time that said, oh, remaining calm is like a superpower. So that stuck to me a lot, you get me? Because not a lot of people know how to remain calm, or how to like just stay steady and be solid for time's sake whenever something does happen. Because you go looking around, everybody's just reacting and not responding. If you could just handle that and do that, it could change your life around.
Yeah.
So another thing is that we're about to go into 4 years. Time flies like super fast. The year's about to be over. We're in December already, 2019. One of the main reasons why I'm still with Brittany is because I didn't stop doing the stuff that I did in the beginning, which was like flirting with her, doing all these nice things with her. Even though she understands now that we're more mature and more into the relationship, she knows that I've been more focused on my business and saving up money. She understands now is that we're sacrificing now for later. So sacrifice everything right now, not enjoying it like everybody else is, not going out crazy, not spending crazy, smart planning, preparing everything. That way later on in the future, when everybody, they're planning, sacrificing and everything, we're gonna be out there partying, living our life. Yeah. So that's huge.
Between me and him, like, we always push each other to do whatever we want to do or whatever we want to achieve. I've always supported him in anything that he has done, which is something really important as like your partner or the wife or the girl. You should always support what your man does, and vice versa. He always supports me. I've always supported anything that he has ever done, which is really important, and I think that it helps you to grow as a team and as a couple. Like, I have always wanted to do YouTube, which I had a channel like myself before like we became us. Like, we started doing our YouTube channel, which I always told him that I really wanted to start, but it just didn't happen, and now is the time that it's happening. So maybe that's for a reason. We're just working as a team and really like putting all our time and energy into our goals, our dreams, and what we want to do and what we want to achieve. So when you have that other person's back, it just makes it like grow that much faster. Two people focus on one thing, multiplies. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Him and my mom just pranked me, so stay tuned for that. That has already been filmed. You'll see that coming next. It was my mom's idea. Like, she wanted to prank me back for the pregnancy test, so he got me back, now she got me back, and my cousin as well, she played in the role. So you guys will see that next video, and then after that you guys will see our intro. So
if we added value to you, just hit a quick like and subscribe to our channel, because that's all we're gonna be doing, and making you guys laugh, of course. So deuces.